it was, it's fashion wise as well. It's like, guys in Poison are like, okay, this is going to be our look. Like Stryper, you touched on Stryper, this is what we're going to wear. Not everyone was on board with fashion choices.
Yeah, I think it's like Michael Sweet of Stryper, and it's funny because it's so deadpan the way he says it about when they first found CC DeVille. He's like, "Yeah, I mean, we were yellow and black, and CC was more like blue and pink." And it's like, well, maybe that was all it really took. And like they talk about Michael Sweet, his drummer, who was his brother Robert Sweet, like wanted CC to like pinstripe his guitars yellow and black, and like CC wasn't going to do that to his prized BC Rich or whatever. Like, and that's enough to be like, see ya, I'll go on to the next thing. But yeah, these guys had a very clear idea of what they wanted to look like and how they were going to present themselves, and that's not something that came once the bands were signed. That's partly what got them signed. Stryper was in yellow and black before they were even called Stryper, and they talk about how their entire rehearsal studio was pinstriped yellow and black, and you can see that there's a photo of it in the book. And like they would wear these like leg warmers and they would spray paint them yellow and black, and like they would just reek of paint all the time. Like they couldn't get the smell off of them. And so like in Poison too, all these bands, like they figured that out on their own. Like Wasp built all their stage stuff and designed their clothes like in a garage. And so by the time they got to the major labels, like the look was already there and the sound was usually there too. So it wasn't like this was something that was created after the fact. Like they did it all on their own. And then finally, the larger culture jumped on board.